From MTN News, this is Montana This Morning.
Wheat Drive in Boseman near the Warming Center is becoming a new center for those living in trailers. It's also becoming a new center for crime in the city. Just ahead, our Heaven Van talks to police about the growing problem.
Last week we told you about the US 191 pavement preservation project that's construction is planned to start this spring. I'm Cassidy Powers, here to tell you how construction is going to affect locals and especially Gallatin Gateway School.
I'm Jonathan Amberian in Helena. This year, the Montana State Auditor's Office will be open. I'll have a closer look at 3 of the candidates running to fill that position, which regulates the insurance and securities industries.
And Montana State University Billings is hosting its Stellar Insight series, a celebration of all things space. We're going to explore how modern technology is blending with ancient stories. Alrighty, we are coming up on 6:30 on this Wednesday morning. Jay McDonald and Matt Elwell with you. You can see the sun trying to at least make a little bit of an appearance.
You know, it was so nice
City.
Before daylight saving began, being able to show these beautiful sunrises and whatever. It's
Yeah.
coming back.
I know, slowly but surely.
Yeah, but it's nice to be able to see some daylight a little later in the day too.
It is. I mean,
Yeah.
you can't beat that. Well, you can't beat this weather, Matt. Yesterday it was all over the board. It was sunny, then it was snowy. It
Yeah.
was just a little bit of a mixed
As
bag.
I like to kind of joke, it's like Powerball numbers. It's 24, it's 56.
I got to start
it's-
writing
yeah,
some of
right.
these down. Yeah.
All right, looking at our temperatures this morning, it's not bad with our temperatures. Most of that cold air is off into eastern Montana, but Boseman Pass has been a little slick from some of the snow showers last night, and depending on where you were dealing with snow showers in and around the area. Today, we start out clear. The afternoon brings some cloud cover. We are seeing an increase in wind, so a couple of extra layers, not a bad idea. That's a shout out to my kids. Hopefully they'll listen every once in a while. Daytime highs expected to be near average, right around the 50-degree mark. More clouds for the afternoon, of course. We do have more snow in store. I'm going to talk more about that from the weather patio coming up here in a little over 10 minutes.
All right. Thank you very much, Matt. Well, Monday night, 3 more men were arrested in a camper outside of the Boseman Warming Center. MTN's Heaven Van spoke with police about a recent increase in arrests that have been made in the Wheat Drive area.
I'm here off the Wheat Drive where the HRDC's Warming Center and numerous campers sit. Local businesses and police have been feeling the heat from this area after an increase in arrests.
There's a large amount of people who come down there for service on a daily basis, and certainly these services aren't offered anywhere else in Boseman. So we know and expect we're going to see more probably calls for service just because of that fact.
On Monday night, 3 men were arrested in a camper outside of the Warming Center. 1 man on a probation violation who failed to register as a violent offender, and the 2 others brought in on drug possession. Swanson says arrests like this are becoming more frequent.
Currently, we're seeing a lot of possession charges down there, drug possession in particular, methamphetamine, fentanyl. There's kind of a wide variety that we're running into.
I spoke with businesses in the area who say they were having problems. One restaurant tells me they no longer allow free food or service due to defecation complaints, nudity, and harassment. Swanson says BPD is being more proactive in their approach.
Our officers are doing a number of patrol checks throughout the day. And a patrol check is where an officer is just driving through that area without being dispatched to a call, just to ensure that there's no issues that need to be looked into.
Swanson also says detectives within the department are keeping track of offender registries to ensure violators follow all reporting guidelines.
And so we've taken a much more proactive stance in going through our registry, actively checking on folks.
Boseman police have worked with the Warming Center to identify people who may pose a risk to the community, ensuring those who need it can safely receive their services.
We have contact with HRDC and the Warming Center almost on a daily basis. We are trying to work through with them every month of ways that we can better support each other, working through problematic issues that are maybe taking more attention away from folks who need services more than others.
For more information on the recent arrests, visit our website. In Boseman, Heaven Van, MTN News.
And last week we told you about the US 191 Pavement Preservation and Safety Improvements Project. And our Cassidy Powers takes a deeper look into this construction and how increased traffic is going to affect those who use the road.
The Montana Department of Transportation recently announced their US 191 pavement preservation project. Construction expected to start this spring. Located just south of that construction area is Gallatin Gateway School. So how is this going to affect the students?
There's only a couple of ways to get here, and 191 is the major route.
Kelly Henderson is the superintendent and principal of Gallatin Gateway School. She tells me she has concerns about this new construction.
The majority of our students are dropped off by their parents, so it'll be probably a little bit more congested in that area than it already is.
Because Gallatin Gateway has 131 students, that's a lot of cars added to construction traffic. But congestion isn't Principal Henderson's largest concern regarding this upcoming roadwork.
What is also concerning is that we already have gravel trucks and that don't necessarily follow the speed limits down this road, and so I am concerned about our students before and after school.
Although most students are driven to school, there's still many that walk, using this underground pedestrian bridge off Mill Street. Henderson fears increased traffic may cause safety hazards to students using the bridge. Craig Walker thinks otherwise.
The pedestrian bridge and gateway won't be affected.
Craig construction occurring north of Gallatin Gateway. We spoke on the phone to discuss the effects construction will have on the flow of traffic.
So we're starting to build the detour to replace that bridge this week. The detour should be finished Friday, and then we'll switch traffic on to the detour on Monday, and then the anticipated completion date is in mid-August for this project.
The bridge being replaced spans a farmer's canal near Zachariah Lane. This segment of construction also includes the addition of a left turn lane, which will add to traffic congestion.
Once we get into the road construction, then there will be up to 15-minute delays for alternating traffic.
As for the second construction segment, north of Lava Lake, you can expect reduced speeds, lane closures, and signal-controlled one-way traffic. Although these delays will impact Gallatin Gateway School, including the school bus route, Principal Henderson appreciates improvements on the highway, even though she feels more could be done.
And I wish that we could get the stoplight or something put in up here at Mill and 191. It's sometimes it can take anywhere from 15 to 30 minutes to get on to 191.
You can expect to start seeing delays Monday all the way through mid-August. In Gallatin Gateway, Cassidy Powers, MTN News.
Thank you very much, Cassidy. Now, this year, there's one statewide elected office in Montana where the incumbent could have run for re-election, but decided not to seek another term. That's the state auditor's office. An MTN senior political reporter, Jonathan Amberian, has a look at the candidates running for that open position.
Many Montanans may not be familiar with what the state auditor's office does. Commonly called the Commissioner of Securities and Insurance, it's responsible for regulating those two industries and for serving as an advocate for Montana consumers. Incumbent Republican Troy Downing is running for U.S. House instead of seeking a second term. Two Republicans are running in the primary to replace him. The first is James Brown, an attorney and president of the Montana Public Service Commission. In 2022, he ran a prominent campaign for Montana Supreme Court. Brown says he got an insurance license to educate himself on issues that came up in his law practice. So he has knowledge of the industry, but wouldn't have an appearance of conflict of interest because he hasn't worked in it.
I took a look at that office and looked at my skill set, and I believe I'm a good match and fit to serve in the role of auditor, to play a public protection role and a role to enhance business in Montana.
Also running as a Republican is John J. Willoughby, the owner of Willoughby Insurance in Helena. He got into the insurance business after a career in law enforcement and believes the auditor's office needs to walk a fine line of protecting consumers and companies. He says the auditor's position has too often been held by politicians who don't have experience in the industry.
They've all come from other walks of life. Now, I'm not saying that's a bad thing, but I'm saying I think with 25 years of insurance experience, I understand both the company side of it from the insurance carriers, and I definitely understand the consumer side of it.
The lone Democrat running for auditor is John Repke, a retired financial executive from Whitefish. In 2022, he was a candidate for Public Service Commission. Repke says he's worked for big companies and has experience standing up to bad actors in these industries. He says he's running on experience and won't be a culture warrior in the auditor's office.
I hear people say, well, we've got too many regulations and that kind of thing. Well, my experience is that those regulations not only protect the consumers, but they protect the good, honest businessmen.
Originally, there were 4 Republican candidates who filed to run for state auditor, but the Secretary of State's office website says 2 of them have been removed from the ballot after they didn't submit a required campaign finance document. They were State Representative Steve Gunderson of Libby and Keith Brownfield of Miles City. In Helena, Jonathan Amberian, MTN News.
And Montana State University Billings is hosting its Stellar Insight series. That's a celebration of all things space, and it goes from March into early April. And on Tuesday, the college's library held its second installment in the month-long event, where, as our Marcus Kokova reports, the Western way of looking into the night sky is being merged with stories told from centuries ago about the stars that fill it.
There is a sense of wonder that I think everyone can feel when looking up at a good night sky.
Space. It's where we've all come from. It's where we all live, have lived, will live.
You can really feel that connection to, our ancestors, to all the people who, have come before us and, looked up at, the same night sky.
Somewhere along the way, we become divided in different ways, developing different identities, cultures, understandings, ideas.
It's called two-eyed seeing. It is the merging of, through 2 lenses, an indigenous way of looking and a Western way of looking at the same topic.
The library and educators at Montana State University Billings are undoing that division.
As librarians, we love to share. We like to not only highlight our own faculty members, but we're highlighting our own community members.
Tying together the Cheyenne language and understanding of the stars with a Western language and understanding.
This project is to record the Northern Cheyenne star stories.
It really made me realize how poetic the Cheyenne language is. Humans and stars, or celestial objects in the sky, are grammatically in the same category. They're both considered animate.
Fostering an appreciation for similarities and differences between cultures across Yellowstone County, all of which happen to have developed under the same stars.
I think I'm going to walk away with a deeper appreciation, like when you look at what is called by us, the Devil's Tower Monument, and sort of see a different perspective. The bear's claws basically creating those deep gouges and breaking its claws on it and basically carrying up the young children up to become the stars.
Marcus Kokova, MTN News.
Thank you very much, Marcus. All right, it is 6:41 on this Wednesday. We're going to take a short break here on Montana This Morning, but when we come back, we're going to have a look at your top stories, and we have a very special guest joining us on Montana This Morning. You won't want to miss it. We'll have it all when we